And then after that time, so then Trudy got married and you had your first grandchildren.
So I was.
So Claire would have been born. Were you still at the
Les
BBC?
Tucker left, and I decided that probably I was getting a bit fed up with travelling, and I tried to work
And then you got a job
locally
locally.
because I got a job in
Lewisham.
Bromley, didn't I? And that was
Oh
mad.
yes,
That was really
that
big.
little
I'd met-
short bald-haired
Oh, I
man.
know,
It was
it
really
was so
horrible.
silly. Really, but I only left really because Les Tucker was leaving, and I thought, you know, it was a whole new area thing coming, and I felt like fed up with travelling up to London.
The only good thing we got from it, didn't we, Mum, is they had the firm owned a flat. Mum thought it was somewhere else, and I thought it was Paignton
Well, it probably
or
is.
Torquay.
Torquay,
somewhere like
I
that.
think it's
We got a
Torquay.
free holiday, didn't we?
It was Torquay.
It was Torquay.
It was.
We had a week's free holiday down there, didn't we? Because it was the staff were allowed a week off.
So I got the.
So you got that. You just got the holiday, and then
And we got
decided
two
to-
holidays there. I know one. I went once with Dad and once with you.
Weekend, yeah. And then I suppose
And you had Claire and I.
coming along, and you were at you were at Lewisham before though. Before I had Claire, weren't you?
Yeah,
How did you get that
Well,
job?
I got sick of that chap. He really was.
Yeah, he's horrible.
He was such a horrible man, and I stuck it for 2 years, and was looking for another job, and I bumped into this friend Anne from Fisher, Dowson and Wasborough. Hadn't seen her since then. In Bromley Market.
That's right, you did.
We started chatting, had a coffee. She said, "Oh, you want to come down to the hospital?" I said, "Well, I have asked because I'd seen the advert." She said, "Oh, I'll go in and remind them." And the next thing, they called me, and I went
There you
down
go.
there.
All
and
about
I
who
was
you know.
working. Yes, see, it was lovely, and I was working with Pat and Margaret.
Pat Margaret, which Nan still sees today.
There you go.
It was lovely, and next thing I had a couple of years. Then Claire came along, and I thought I'd come help look after Claire.
Well, you decided. I can't. Did you do full time at the hospital? You
No,
didn't, did you?
part-time.
So you then said
Leave
you'd
at lunchtime.
look after Claire when because I had my first job, and then I started in Lewisham, and you said, well, I'll look after Claire. But then Dad, that was around about the time Dad wasn't
Tad
so
had
good.
already, you know, he was
Dad,
starting to be
you know,
really ill.
Dad
Yeah,
went through
because
quite
I
a
remember
long
Mum
time,
saying
didn't
when
he?
you both sort of first were, you did a swimming thing on a Wednesday, didn't you? At West Open swimming baths. You used to go swimming every Wednesday. So you'd started the beginning of your retirement with bits of maybe helping out with Trudy and the baby, and you know, the little bits. And then Dad wouldn't. That's right, he wouldn't be doing the holidaying thing. He couldn't do that anymore. So, but you did holidays with lovely lady Mary, didn't you? So that scratched
Before
your
Dad got
travelling.
poorly, you did some nice holidays, didn't you? You went on walking holidays. You went
Oh,
to
we
the
used to,
Cotswolds.
The Lake
you
Peak
did
District.
You did do some bits and bobs,
With
didn't
Dad,
you? Together.
yeah.
And also,
You-
what was that
you-
holiday that you spoke about that you even got on the plane with the vehicle on it that you were telling me about?
Oh, that was when he got that was way back in the old days when we got that was our honeymoon with Auntie Molly and Uncle and Mum and Dad and Auntie
Just
Molly.
tell us about that plane though.
It was a seaplane.
Yeah, but you could get the car on.
Yeah.
So you drove onto the plane.
You don't
With your
no,
car?
you didn't drive.
No, but they got
drove
it.
you.
They got your car though
Yes,
on
but
the
there
plane.
was Portillo did it the other day, and
Right.
he said there were 8 cars went on apparently.
Right.
So it's only 8.
And you did
cars
this.
went on, and
And where did you
What was
fly
the car?
to?
What was the car? What make of car was it that you? Whose car was it you drove? Was it?
oh, Dad's car.
What was it though?
I think it was the little grey.
What was
one.
he?
No, it was little grey car. I can't remember.
Austin.
No. I can't remember.
Wasn't
Well, it might come to it. You know, where did you fly to?
It was 2K.
The 2K, and that was from Biggin Hill, was it? Biggin Hill.
No, from the coast.
Oh, so down.
Yeah, Lim.
Lid.
Lid, did
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Right.
So you drove down there,
Oh,
then
was
you
it
got on the
where
plane,
Portillo was? That's what
and then
I'm
you
saying.
flew over
yeah.
to the 2K, and then you in
Yeah.
France. How about that? You wouldn't be able to do that now.
No.
That's pretty
Funny, Portillo did a whole thing about them
Yeah.
not long ago.
And you had loads of foreign holidays compared to most people. You did quite a lot, didn't you?
Yeah. Well,
I guess the travel agent early on must have given you
Sparked
that.
it, yeah.
well, I
Sparked
think
it,
so
was it?
because yes, I think the fact that we just got used to flying. I mean, the first time I flew was when after I'd been with that chap and I'd come back from
Guy.
France.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of Frasier. He had a ski instructor.
Gee, you knew another Gee was coming to your life, Mum, at some point.
Anyway, I flew the first time with Auntie B and Mum, and I went over to Paris, and we that was after I spent that time in France with him. But he was then up back in Paris. He'd come to college in Paris, and he met up. We had a meal with Guy,
Yeah.
Auntie B and myself in Paris.
Gee,
How
this is
about
B.
When I was-
B, this is
But then to bring it back to later, so that you were doing walking holidays, and that's you went to Wales, was it?
Oh no, that was when we went to stay a weekend with Heather, wasn't it?
Who was Mum's
Yeah.
friend right from way
That was
back.
Yeah,
Heather
yeah.
bought
school.
us back
Bring
then.
it
Yeah,
full
so
circle.
we went to stay with her. She bought a sort of small holding in the middle of Wales, right in the very middle of Wales.
And they had something to do with spaniels, and that's what
And
gave you
she-
the idea for
She
William.
bred spaniels. She had
Springer
about
Spaniel.
7.
It was very
Springer
luxurious, wasn't it, her place, Mum?
Spaniels. The dogs had eaten the furniture, literally eaten the furniture. They had no arms to the chairs, you know.
So it was a bit of a sign of
Really,
things,
oh,
sign
it
of
was
things to
really
come with
fun.
William then.
She had the chickens in the kitchen. I mean, it was just, you couldn't believe it. Anyway, we fell in love with the dogs, though. They were absolutely beautiful. And of course, we came home and we went on and we got William,
Yeah.
which was a big mistake. Rescue dog William. You think, why are dogs rescued? And if they
I
are,
think
then
we've
you
all got
really
memories of
don't.
William.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another reason Mum and Dad wanted them was because knowing that grandchildren were coming,
Yeah.
they wanted to make sure that they
Dogs
the
were
dogs.
doggy eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I definitely remember William and trying to ride him, and
Yeah.
but my memories that are really in my mind, I think some of my cousins will remember this, was Pups getting his poos, flicking him over the back. He knew he would get him over the big fir trees at the back. He had that
Don't worry, I'll deal with
he had that
that.
technique right down there.
Yeah.
Never forget that.
Frosbury flop.
Yeah.
Because it was wild bit of land, it wasn't somebody's garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
There was a footpath around the back, isn't there?
flying.
No, I don't think so.
Because
No, it
we lost
wasn't.
all
It
the
was
fields,
nothing there.
didn't we?
No,
We
there
lost
was
all the
nothing there.
fields, and then we had the college came,
College.
and that changed. There was a lot of noise and
Oh,
muck
no.
and mess then, wasn't there?
Mud heap.